I made a video, I haven't posted it yet, but I might be talking about some of the same things that's in that video. But first off, there's this thing going on with the vasectomy. There's a debate on the internet talking about men should get vasectomies and all this and that. Now, I've had a vasectomy, and this is where I disagree with Aaron Clary. I've had a vasectomy, and I had that after I had my second kid. The truth about vasectomies is you can't always reverse them. Now, he says basically go to one of these storage facilities and go to 2 different ones in case, so you have a backup, and store your semen. That's incredibly expensive. And it's not viable for the youth. It's hard enough for them to even pay their own bills, let alone pay for that. Vasectomies are not foolproof. It can heal itself, and it's rare, but you can still get somebody pregnant. It's not 100% foolproof. Vasectomies obviously don't protect you from STDs. What we should be promoting is celibacy. That's what we should be promoting. But these red pill guys, these PUAs, are telling guys to go out there and sleep with as many women as you possibly can. Basically, when they don't, that's because they do it. Which, how are you going to, like, for me, I have a high body count, and I say part of the reason that I have a high body count was because I was hiding from my emotions, my emotional trauma. I was always chasing, trying to get validation or what have you. And what did that do? Somebody in my position, I try not to be with women that seemed innocent. I think that, but that doesn't, the average guy probably would have took that girl's virginity who was 28 years old. And I didn't. Trying to have some morality when I'm swimming in sewage is kind of stupid, but like, anyway, we should be, if we want society to heal itself, we shouldn't be promoting degeneracy, and that's what it is. Hookup culture is degeneracy. And going out sleeping with a bunch of women, what does that do? Going out sleeping with a bunch of women, we have urges, male urges, and it's good to be able to attract women, to be able to do that if you want. But it takes even more of a stoic figure of a man to control his urges. Because it's highly immature. Honestly, it's highly immature. If you're gonna go out here and sleep with as many women as you possibly can, it's highly immature. And you can't complain about women being promiscuous if You're out here doing it yourself. You are a hypocrite. Yes, men and women are different when it comes to emotions and all that. Me being with 100 women is a lot different to me than it would be to a woman. It affects me a lot differently. But does that make it all right? It makes me a hypocrite to be like, I only want a life partner that has a low body count. That's what it does. It makes me a hypocrite. Plus, you're contributing to the degeneracy. I was contributing to the degeneracy. It's almost like it's almost like this notion of a woman cheating on her husband and the guy being like, well, she was gonna cheat on him with somebody, so it might as well be me. Does that make it right? You're contributing to that degeneracy. Now, my thing is, I think, you know, given the attitude of women and the environment that we're in nowadays as men, I think that women are highly annoyed with us. I think that they don't like us that much. I don't think they're very attracted to us that much. I don't think they really respect us. So what would be the smart thing for men to do is wake up, control your urges, and walk away. And be celibate. Treat women how you would treat a man. Don't bail them out. Don't do anything extra you would do for a woman normally. Treat them how you would treat a man. That's how you treat them. They want to be treated like men, so treat them like men. Until they wake up, they lose all that validation from men, and they start respecting us again. That's how we gain back our power. Obviously, that's not going to happen. There's too many simps. There's too many guys out here that can't control themselves, that aren't even aware of the environment that we're in right now. Zero awareness, and that's just not going to happen. So, real pain and suffering's coming at some point. Man, I don't know what the extent of that is, man. I don't think it's going to be a complete collapse. There'll be collapse of standard of living for sure. Quality of life for sure. You know, if you're a female, you went to college for journalism, liberal arts, something like that, and you racked up $100,000, $200,000 in student loan debt. And you combine that with AI taking different jobs. A lot of office jobs are going to be, or a lot of office jobs should be replaced by computers, by AI. They are going to come out here and they're going to have to do manual labor. They're going to have to do welding. They're going to have to do electrician work. They're going to have to do plumbing. Because they're going to have to pay that student loan debt back somehow. Because there's no bankruptcy that's going to bail them out. And if the government just wipes out student loan debt, we're that much closer to hyperinflation. Hyperinflation is going to be, I think that's the end goal, is hyperinflation. And we're just like kicking the can down the road till you can't kick it no more. And then you finally feel the pain and suffering. Like I said, I don't know what extent that's going to be. I'm hopeful for the aftermath, for after the fourth turning. There will be good times again. I don't know if I'll be a part of that. Hopefully my videos survive. They don't get taken down and somebody listens to it and be like, dude, he was right, man. Maybe we should think about being traditional and actually having some morals and caring about our kids. Not putting your kids first, but actually like caring about your kids is picking a good partner, staying together, understanding that lifestyle is boring. It is boring. It's monotonous and boring. But if you want a productive society, you want a healthy society, you need to have the nuclear family. And that's not like we really have anymore. You have all these people with emotional traumas, including me. I went through severe emotional traumas in my life. Very young age. Probably gonna have to deal with it for the rest of my life. And I'm not no different. I'm not special. It happened before me. It's normal now. It's pretty normal for kids to have emotional problems. It's like there's nothing special about me, but it's there. And to put your kids first is to stay with that person and not be immature and, you know, put your family first instead of just being me. And hopefully females will wake up to this. But I don't think that men are going to wake up and stop giving women validation. I think they're going to continue doing this. I don't think it's going to stop. That's what the best thing we could do is stop giving women validation on the internet. That's number one. If women stop getting validation on the internet, that is huge. But I don't think that's going to stop. I think that it's just going to take some type of social collapse of our society and pain and suffering for women to actually wake up and, you know, realize, man, I hate working, man. I would rather be a stay-at-home mom. I'd rather cook and clean and take care of my family and raise my kid than have to pawn them off to some type of a daycare, paying somebody else to raise my kid. I want to homeschool my kid because I don't like the public school system. The public school system is trash. They don't really teach them much. They want to teach them things that don't align with my values. I think that the stay-at-home mom, the mom, is vital in a baby's, in a toddler's, in a young child's life, for them to be there, to be the glue of the family, to create a great environment for a family to feel warmth, love. But we don't get that no more. I mean, it could be social media. Social media is a part to play. It's not just social media, it's how people are raised nowadays. Lack of morals, lack of values, lack of accountability, especially for females. Females don't have to be accountable for anything anymore. So why do they act out the way they are? Why are women awful nowadays? That's the conditions that they've been given. I'm gonna do everything for you. So you don't have to do anything for yourself. And whatever bad behaviors, I just give you whatever bad behaviors you do. You don't get disciplined. That's kids in general, but nowadays. But I wonder why society is all messed up. I wonder why, you know, people call people narcissists. Well, pretty much everybody is a damn narcissist, especially if you're, even me, like right now, I might not be as much of a narcissist as I was before. It's still like, there's still narcissistic tendencies. It's just funny, like, listening to people, narcissists call other people narcissists. Like Candace Owens, like, I really respect Candace Owens, but she was calling some Instagram person a narcissist. So it's like, well, that's kind of what you are, right? You like the attention. You should really be probably focusing on raising your kid. I'm not saying like she's not. I'm just saying, like, you're out here working. you're out here still on the internet. Why? For what? You should be out here. You should be raising your kid, not worrying about these feet. You know what I mean? Like having some type of show or whatever. Because the modern woman is pretty much feminist at some level. I don't care if they're right, left or extreme feminist. The right, they're some level of feminist. We have a sick society. We got a bunch of men who have low testosterone, who don't have any reason to work hard. Women don't care about them. The standard of what women expect is really, their standards of what they want in a man is really high. We live in some type of materialistic society run by NPCs. People care more about material stuff than they actually do about raising their family, right? All these people on, why are all these people on like antidepressants and stuff like that? That's bad. Yeah, the mass shootings, like there wasn't that before. There used to be rifle clubs in schools back in the day. Now there's mass shootings, and it's not nothing new. It's been over the last 20 years, but still. Why is this? This is we're seeing society decay. And you know, Troy Francis, I got into it with him on Twitter. Like, I don't know if I said this already, but somebody posted something and it had like a dude that was rich on a yacht with all these hot chicks around him, and then it was some dude like, what's more like, and they had this dude holding up a pregnancy test with his wife and like a bunch of kids, and is like more, the right on the right has more purpose or whatever, or something like that. And he said something blah blah blah, just basically disagreed with that, you know, having a family. You know, I said that it's better to have the family that gives you more of a purpose than living like in luxury with material things and all these hot chicks around you. That's a shallow existence. And then he disagreed with that. I said it's better for society to have like basically like good family, you know, something like that, to that extent. And he like disagreed with that. Or he said, like, basically, who cares about society? And then I said, well, society props your luxury up, so you should care about it. Props my luxury up, props all our luxury up. So, you know, we all have a vested interest in keeping society going. Unless you want to starve, unless you want to have your power shut off. I'm telling you, women aren't going to take the baton. You know, there's going to be some women that do the dirty work, but women are not going to take that baton, dude. They're just not. They're not going to do the dirty work. And that's what I'm saying. That's the only job that's going to be left. The dirty jobs. The jobs that, like mine, where I'm not respected. It's essential. My job's essential. It's essential. You want me to go to work. You want people like me to go to work because you won't eat. You want people like me to make the food. I don't make the food, but I distribute it. You want people to go to work and keep the power on, keep the sewage going. You want that. Not to care about society? Well, you better get used to living off grid. You better get used to having to grow all your food, and not living in luxury. The reason why people have had the time to think about things and write things down and read books and be highly intelligent, Nikola Tesla have the time to be able to make some great inventions, is because society, he didn't have to go out and plow fields all day. He had time to sit here and think and work and do. We all turn individualistic. Say goodbye to technology. Say goodbye to modern conveniences. So people should care about society. They should care about community. The best communities are close families. I see a lot of people disagree with me, and that's cool, man. You don't have to agree with me. Like, you call me a brokey. You know, I say that it's a luxury for a man to have a stay-at-home wife nowadays, or even have kids. It's getting to that point, you know, and these rich people, and I don't have a problem with people who have it better off than me. You know, I'm all about, if you work hard, you should be able to bask in the glory or enjoy your rewards of your hard work. I'm not a communist, but there is a lot of people who have it really well off that are really out of touch with reality, whether you're on the right or the left. I'm telling people to have kids nowadays, and like I said, I think that the biggest purpose, and it can bring you so much joy to your life to have a family, to have kids. It gives you a purpose. It gives you all that. It brings love to your heart. It keeps you wanting to work hard, keep moving forward, keep accomplishing. It makes you mature. Man, it's made me mature so much. You don't even understand how immature I used to be. It helps you grow up. But with this environment that we're in, it's not a family-friendly environment. Women don't want to have kids. I mean, they don't want to raise their kids or take care of their kids. They'd rather go to work and work for somebody. They don't want to be good wives. Why would I want to start a family with somebody that's got like sex work all over the internet? That's embarrassing. These people, these women who done that, they're gonna end up homeless. Nobody's gonna want them. So that's their future. So that if they don't save nothing, they don't work for eventually that's gonna run out. Eventually those funds are gonna run out. Eventually they're not gonna be able to be getting those funds that are coming in. So they better invest their money, because nobody's gonna want to start a family with that. I'd be severely embarrassed if my mom had her stuff out there like that. Especially being a teenager, man. How embarrassing would that be to have your mom just flaunting her stuff and you just see your friends or people at school sitting over there in the corner laughing at you? It's pathetic, honestly. It's pathetic. I'm annoyed with women on the internet. I seriously am. I'm just like, I don't even want to watch a video with them in it. I'm so annoyed. I don't hate women, man. I love women. But it's just so oversaturated, and they're just always showing their bodies off, and it's just annoying. Maybe, and dude, I'm straight as you can be. I only like women. I think the female body is amazing. It's a work of art. But it's just annoying. You know, I go up on my Snapchat, I can see in the little bubbles these females just like putting selfies out every single day. It's just annoying because they want dudes to click on them for the views. I actually messaged a female that I knew. I met her at work, one of my jobs, and I said, she don't ever flaunt herself on the internet. She barely even takes any selfies. She barely has any pictures up on our Snapchat. And I wanted to send her a nice message. Obviously, I'm very attracted to her. But I basically told her that her parents did an amazing job raising her. She's very attractive, like she could do really good on the internet. A lot of guys, she would have like a big following. And I said, like, I have a lot of respect that you don't flaunt yourself all over the internet like all these other females. And your husband is lucky man to have that. Because like she's at the gym, what does she do? She takes pictures of the weights, not her body, not her ass. And all these other females are just taking pictures of their asses, like these for views and likes. And to me, it's just old as fuck. It's tiring. It's boring. And I'm more attracted to women in a dress at this. You know, I think a woman in a dress is way more attractive. Like not like for me, and I'm probably just crazy, man. I'm crazy. A woman not showing a lot, hardly at all, is very attractive to me. It shows respect, classy. But we're in this materialistic society. It can't continue. It just can't. It can't just keep going the way we are going about things. Economically, you know, we can't keep doing the stuff that we're doing. A lot of people out here, they might look like they got money, but they don't. They just have debt. They got a lot of debt. They're just trying to show off to people. Look at my vacations, look at my cars, look at my house. Look at my clothes, everything's name brand. It's fake. It's phony. And at some point, we're going to have to come up to that can and we can't kick it no more. At some point. And at that point, our dollar will be worthless. But we can't continue this society of just a bunch of narcissistic individuals that don't care about anybody but themselves. And that's what we're doing. That's what we've evolved into. Don't care about helping anybody. Only care about ourselves. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. This is why I say, like, the best thing that and then it sucks, man. It sucks because, like, I know the feeling of being around somebody I like, being around a woman I like. I know that feeling. And you got all this testosterone pumping through your veins. You want the affection of a woman. But they just don't like us. And that's why I say, like, the best thing we can do at this point is just to go our own way. Just, you know, just leave them alone. It just sucks because it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. There's just... Unless these simps go to AI, it's just... That's the cure. The cure is to leave women alone. If you leave women alone, like if men generally just left women alone and just treated them like a dude, they would start waking up, man. If men stopped, which they're not going to, if men stopped sleeping around, especially the high value men, if they stopped, oh man, but they're not going to. You know, that didn't bring me nothing. Like that, yeah, that was like a good in the moment gratification. But like, man, after I was done, like, with these females one night stands, I felt empty, man. I felt like I need to get away from this person. I don't want to talk to her ever again. It's not good. It's not good for the woman. It's not good for the man. Yeah, we're not gonna get. It's not gonna hurt us as bad emotionally as it does them, but generally for society, you just, if you're gonna sleep around, you can't complain that there's no good women, because you're contributing to degeneracy. Hookup culture is cancer to a society. It is straight cancer. You're gonna keep seeing breakdowns of society in different areas. It's gonna keep getting bad. There's not much we can do about it, like, because generally speaking, most people are just gonna keep going along until, you know, touch the oven like a little kid and it's hot, until that point comes where it's that boiling point where there's where we all have pain and suffering because of the degeneracy of and decay of our society. We're gonna have to go through hard times for people to actually wake up and change the way they're doing things, change how they view people, how they view themselves. It's sad, man. Sad. It's sad to see, like, the erosion of once not perfect society. Not a perfect society. We've had problems. Every society has always had problems, and every society is going to have issues. Especially like how people have been treated in our society in the past based off of their skin color. Even like who they want to have a sexual partner with. People being killed for that in the past. That's, to me, that's not good for society. But you know, there's a piece of me that's like, who cares if humanity is still going? And there's another piece of me that's like, well, I don't want to starve to death. So I don't know, maybe the internet is just fake too. Just phony. There's a difference between what you see on the internet and reality, from what I see. There definitely is a huge difference. But definitely the hate on the nuclear family is very bad. And people should want a nuclear family. But in this economy, in this society, I can't advocate for people having kids right now. I tell my own kids, like, you probably don't want to have kids right now. It'd be extremely hard. Like I said, it's extremely rare to find somebody that even wants to be a stay-at-home mom anyway, and accept maybe a lower standard of living. You know, forego material things for the time being, for the better of their family. Because, like, this is the advice I would give. If you're a dude, I would suggest building up your testosterone, building up your body, getting a skill so you can provide for your family, a skill that's recession proof, a skill that people are gonna need. Because I think that you're gonna see more and more people like plumbers, people who don't want to do that stuff. You're gonna see less and less of these people. So what's gonna happen? What happens? Well, their normal rate is gonna inflate because there's less of them. So let's say I'm a plumber, right? And there's a problem that you need fixed now. Like, I can't fix it, man. I got other people lined up. Okay, well, I'm gonna pay you this much. These people you're gonna have to start outbidding other people for that person's time. Anyway, so like, Getting skilled in a trade is amazing. And if you could find yourself a good, like if I was to have a daughter, I would tell her, you need to find a man like that he cares about you, he loves you, he's going to be a great father figure. He's not going to be working 80 hours a week. He's going to be home. You're not going to have like the Kim Kardashian lifestyle. You're going to have to sacrifice material possessions for the love of your kids, so you can raise them yourself. You can teach them yourself. He can provide this discipline. He can provide leadership and example. Because partying it up when you're old, yeah, it might be fun when you're young, but you're wasting the best years of your reproduction life. It's not what it's all cracked up to be. These single women who are trying to get these other women, oh, they might have a good man, and they're like, they try to sabotage it. So it's like they try to sabotage that woman's relationship so they have somebody to be in the same miserable boat with them. Don't listen to your single friends that just want to party. It's not something like you want to be doing when you're like 40, when you're 45, when you're 60. Yeah, you can do it into your 40s. But you're going to be out here like on the dance floor when you're 60. Somebody like me, some type of frat house, some old man. Nah, you don't want to be the old man there. That's weird. You don't want to be the old woman there. That's weird. I would tell her, start a family, put all that material crap behind, don't worry about it right now, enjoy and focus on your family and raising an emotionally stable family. And then when your kids grow up, you can go after all that crap. You can go to college or whatever. I don't know what the hell's going to be coming forward. You can go after, you can work a job and try to get more material things in your life. But get that family first, because you only have a small window. That's what I would tell my daughter. But the reason why I say for men, there's not really any incentive for men to have kids, because there isn't many women who would make, here in America, who want to be even a wife or a mom. They just want to pawn their kids off on daycare. Like, why are you even having a kid if you don't even want to raise it? So that's what I have to say. That some of that stuff was in my book. That's all.